Hello? Hello, hello, ahoy crew. It's me, Daniel Rustage. I'm back again, and this time I'm doing another one of these little lyrical breakdown things where I talk about my lyrics and my thought behind the song. This is the Josuke Rap song. I'm actually really proud of this one. I like the type of the vibe, the instrumental, obviously always made by me. I was really proud of it. I felt like I wanted this upbeat, I wouldn't say jazzy because it's not jazz, but that I don't know what the genre is. It's just fun, upbeat kind of music that I think fit Josuke and kind of just fits JoJo's in general. And Maguire absolutely destroyed it on the chorus. He did such an incredible job, and I knew he was the right person for this kind of song. But yeah, let's just go through and listen to it, and I'll tell you about my lyrics. I had a lot of issues with recording my vocals for this one because when my first few takes of it, it just sounded wrong. And that's because I think I was still trying to do my regular kind of aggressive rap voice, like you've heard in like Data rap and stuff like that. And it just was not working for this track. And it took me a few more attempts, and I finally found my voice for this track, something that was more jovial and upbeat. And I just had to smile when I was rapping instead of frowning. And I think it's ended up sounding all right. Again, prefaces, as all right as my voice can sound, obviously someone else's voice would sound a lot better, but I have to do what I can do with my terrible voice. Anyway, let's take a listen. I guess the fucking intro. Yeah.
Yeah, jacket, drippy.
Okay, first off, as an immediate introduction, I do have the little two singing vocals that sing the backing vocals of these sections. I also wanted like an interesting flow to start off with. I don't really do a lot of triples on this track. I actually just do it at the beginning, and there's like one other line. But I just thought it would be a good way to introduce it. Jacket drippy. He's got that drip. He's got that jacket drip. You know what I'm saying? He's not a narcissistic character, but he's quite, proud. A lot of JoJo characters. He's quite proud of his looks. He's quite he's just got that swagger to him, and I was trying to encapsulate that swagger in this track.
I'm strolling right by into town, rolling with me. My crew will be making the rounds. Him and his crew, they'd be making the rounds around town, watching out for evil stand users and stuff like that. He also making the rounds like a gun thing. Why not? Rounds, we the big leagues. Echoes.
He's the big leagues. He's in the big leagues. Echoes were bringing the sound because he little Koichi here uses the stand called Echoes. And actually, I want to touch on this. When I read all of part 4 in like a day, but I read the physical versions, so the official English translations, and they changed the names of a lot of the stands in the official English translations. And Echoes was changed to Reverb. And you'll notice that throughout this rap, I sometimes use the Japanese names and I sometimes use the official English names, depending on which one sounds better for me. Like I use Bad Company, but I also use I can't remember what official English ones I use. I almost used Reverb here, but I switched it to Echoes because it was easier. But yeah, Echoes are bringing the sound. Echo is the stand that imprints sound. So I mean that one's pretty self-explanatory. He's bringing a sound. He's bringing the sound. It's Echoes.
In the sound, shoes on the ground. Jotaro, I know I'll be making a.
Jotaro, who is technically his nephew, kind of acts as like this mentor figure for Josuke, and Josuke's knows that he'll be making him proud.
Got
the hair like Grease Lighting, because he's got that pompadour like the musical Grease. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Grease Lighting,
Stay trendy like Antonio. Here's an example of I use the official English names. His name is Antonio Trendy in the Japanese version, but I call him Tonio Trendy in this one because that was what his name was in the manga. He's the chef guy, so it works for the bar better. Stay trendy like Tonio Trendy. So there you go.
Trendy like Antonio.
Rohan, I'm rewriting because Rohan can rewrite people's like memories and stuff, but it also then plays into the next bar.
Rewriting your injuries and broken.
Because Josuke has the ability to like repair people and fix people's injuries, so he can rewrite their injuries. So I was using I'm mixing the two abilities together in the bar. I thought it was good. Whatever. Let's keep going. I'm quite proud of the rhymes where you have broken bones and
Tonio, the O to O rhyme.
Those ladies see me as
Romeo.
Romeo,
Show-offs, they want to copy me. Here's an example of when I use the official English instead of the Japanese version. The Japanese version, I can't remember what it's called, but it's not called show-off. It's the stand that lets someone copy. It's like the mannequin that becomes a copy of someone, and it's called show-off in the official English version, and it worked better for this bar. So show-offs, they want to copy me as in reference to that, and you can see the stand here.
Wanna copy me and some may say I'm overblow. I say I won the lottery.
Josuke won the lottery. There was a whole bit about Josuke winning the lottery. But he also won. So not only did he win, this is a double thing, because not only did he win the physical, actual lottery winning money, but he also won like the genetic lottery because he's a Joestar. Stacking up coins like I'm reaping the harvest. Harvest is the name of the stand of the little guy who gets all the money from stealing all the coins and stuff. And reaping the harvest is like, reaping the fields. There's like a ripe harvest. So he's stacking up coins like he's reaping the harvest.
I'm an artist.
He's an artist.
Your stand is
garbage because it loses to Josuke.
garbage. I dunk and scrubs like I'm Giannis.
This is just here because I like the rhyme, and also I like I like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Look, I'm even wearing this shirt. I like basketball. I know I don't seem like the type of person who would be a basketball boy, but I actually watch quite a lot of basketball. It's the only sport I watch because it's just very exciting to watch, and I like a lot of basketball. But yeah, I like Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I referenced him here. So all those people who like basketball will be like, and Giannis is cool, Josuke is cool. It kind of works.
See these vermin in
See these vermin in my targets is in reference to the rats that got the stands, but also it's like, his enemies are all vermin to him. So these vermin in my targets because he's gonna shoot him. He's gonna shoot the rat. Oh, I went back a bit.
and my targets are more than I'm cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Bullets that I'm blasting, leaving holes like bad company.
So I like that. So he's blasting the bullets with his stand, but he's leaving more holes than Bad Company, which is the stand that has all the little soldiers that fire like millions of holes. When I was reading it, that was the first line I came up with. I was reading the manga and I saw that stand. I was like, okay, leaving more holes than Bad Company. It was called Worst Company. I changed it to the Japanese version. You see, there's a real mix. There's a real mix of the Japanese names and the official English names. Okay, but here we go.
Joestar by blood, but there's blood in the water.
So, Joestar by blood, but there's blood in the water. He is Joestar by blood, even though he's not Joestar by name, because he's related to Joseph Joestar. Blood in the water is like, there's like weakness there. There's blood in the water is an idiom that people know, but also literally Joseph cuts his wrist to put blood into the water to find that invisible baby. So there's literally blood in the water, and it's literally Joestar blood. So I just like that bar. Also, this bit, I decided I wasn't going to deliver it this way originally, but when I got to recording, I just felt like it would be interesting to deliver it like water, just because it's different. And some people might not like that, but some people might like that. I just think it adds a little bit of spice.
Insult my hair and you're about to get slaughtered. I don't take orders, keep on moving forwards. Try and break this diamond, then I'll...
Yeah, obviously, sorry, the hairline. If you insult his hair, he gets very angry. I had to mention that at some point. But then if you try and break this diamond, because Diamond is Unbreakable is the name of the series, then it'll be like Dora Dora, Dora Dora Dora. That's his stands punching thing.
I'll be like Dora Dora.
And then here we go. We go to the Maguire section. I'll listen to it now and just vibe out. Actually, I don't know. It's a breakdown. It's not a reaction. I've listened to this so much, though. Maguire did such an incredible job. I don't know if there's any lyrics to break down here. It's all pretty, like, self-explanatory stuff. Like, try to bite my look, but it's not mine. Build her like a rock, I'll smash to the top. I'm not gonna stop. I've been feeling enlightened lately. Feel like I might go crazy. Only one of us can come out safely. Gonna shining like diamonds, baby. Ooh. Diamonds ain't like nobody else by us. Feeling so fly, yeah. When I stretch my arm, it's time to sky. Nobody can hit my life. Look at myself, man, way too fly. Trying to shine like diamonds. It's good. Okay, so I will talk about mixing it, though. Maguire sent me like 14 different vocal stems for that. There's a lot of mixing that goes into that.
And he had like the main vocals and like side vocals, and then he had like a higher vocal and side vocals for that, and then he had like ad-lib vocals. He had a bunch of shit. But it came together, and I think it just sounds incredible. I love it so much. I'm very happy with it. Anyway, let's get back to my lyric breakdown. Okuyasu, I'm making space as I wave my hands, because he has the hand that like removes space, and that's the name of his stand. It's just called the hand. But like Josuke also like makes space when he's just by the force of his presence. Door to heaven, I'll read your face and then change. Door to heaven, I'll read your face and change your plans. I mean, Rohan can literally do that with his stand, Door to heaven. How he can read your face, literally read your face, because the book is part of your face, and then he can change what you're gonna do. But like Josuke, in sort of the metaphorical sense, can predict what his opponents are gonna do, and then change their plans most of the time, like converting a villain into a friend, which is changing their plans. There's a killer in the city, so we'll take a stand. There's a killer in the city, so we'll take a stand, because they use stands. Killer in the city is obviously Yoshiaki Kira. I'll bring the light to Kira till he's taking L's at my command. That's a whole Death Note reference. I bring the light, like Light Yagami, to Kira, because his name's Kira, until he's taken L's, like L from Death Note, at my command. And yeah, that's just all. That's just a big Death Note reference, because his name is Kira. So there you go. And Ayasuji's the person who can do like the surgery on people's faces and change what they look like. But he ain't looking for a new disguise. Who's this guy? Damn, I'm looking super fly. Because he's looking super fly. But also there's a stand called Superfly, which is shown here with the metal thing. But he is looking super fly. Lose the tie, you and I. Lose the tie, because Yoshiaki Kira wears this tie. There's a little bit of frustration in this line for me, because he wears this tie, which is very clearly a unique tie that has the little skulls on it that showcases that he's the evil guy. And when he gets the new identity, and they're trying to work out who's this new guy, and Rohan has all the pictures of the people, right? In his new identity, he's still wearing this fucking tie. Nobody else wears that tie. They should just be able to see that tie and be like, oh yeah, that's the Killer Queen tie. That's the guy. Like, how, I don't know how they could, like, I understand that sometimes they're stupid, but when the plot is specifically like we're trying to work out the identity of this guy, and they miss such a massive oversight like that, even if it's just a hint, like, you think they would at least consider it. But no. Yeah, that's so lose the tie. That's what he's saying. He's saying lose the tie, Kira. Fuck you and your tie. I share a twisted, deadly fate. Deadly fate, do or die, brutalize. Killing queens, like Henry VIII, because Kira's stand is called Killer Queen, like the song from the band Queen. But Josuke is killing queens, killing the queen, Killer Queen, like Henry VIII, who famously killed like 4 of his wives. Well, no, 2 of his wives, but he still killed queens. He had 6 wives. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. Beheaded 2 of them, so yeah, killed 2 of his wives. Killing queens like Henry VIII. Highway, can I catch me? Oh, okay, this section. This was originally going to be a rap, but every time I recorded this bit as a rap, it just did not sound right. Highway, can I catch me with a 5-day, could I bat? That's what it sounded like. And I spent ages redoing this over and over, and I could not get it to sound right. And then all of a sudden I was like, what if I try singing it instead? And so I sang it, and I was like, oh wait, this works so much better. So yeah, that's why this bit. High stakes up the ante when okay, so it starts. Like highway, can I catch me? Like the Highway Star. I do reference that later, but because the Highway Star is fast. High stakes up the ante. It is in reference to the. Well, I mean, in general, those are high stakes, but also in reference to the high stakes in Rohan and Josuke's dice game. High stakes up the ante when I'm irate, then my hand's free. He just starts punching when he's angry. Bring the Ice Age, like bring the freeze, like it's Act 3, like Echo's Act 3 lets things freeze, which makes them heavy, but it's called freeze. So coming at me, it's a tag team because it's him and his stand, but also him and Koichi sometimes. make a statement like I'm Banksy. He makes a statement with his appearance, with the things that he does, and Banksy does that because he's a famous graffiti artist that likes to make statements.
See on the pavement,
I'm an athlete, which means like when he's on the streets, he's an athlete. He's a strong boy.
Athlete, then I'm red hot like a bat.
Then I'm red hot like a battery in reference to Red Hot Chili Peppers, the stand, the one that does the electricity, like a battery because that's all to do with electricity. And the battery is also Red Hot Chili Peppers is in the motorcycle battery when he's fighting the crew.
Tree. I can't see these haters because these babies are invisible.
I can't see these haters because these babies are invisible. It's reference obviously to Action Baby, the invisible baby, but it's also saying like all my haters are babies, or all of Josuke's haters are babies. Because they whine, they're whiny babies, and so all these haters are invisible.
Star upon the highway, how I'm feeling
Star upon the highway, he's a star upon the highway himself, how I'm feeling irresistible. So if you remember with Highway Star, there was, when they first encountered him, it was because there was like an irresistible door that they had to go into. So Highway Star in itself is irresistible, but Josuke is also irresistible.
Resistible, no enigma, your paper thin, I keep on working mirror.
No enigma is the stand of the person who like makes people to paper, so they're paper thin. And Josuke keeps on working miracles because he always gets out of tough situations.
Course, making sure you bite the dust.
Make sure you bite the dust because Killer Queen, because Queen Bite the Dust is the name of a Queen song, but also is the name of some JoJo's episode, JoJo's chapter.
Your sins are unforgivable.
And yeah, your sins are unforgivable, Kira, so he dies. Goodbye.
I've been
Built like a spotlight, trying to buy my luck, but it's not mine. Okay, his voice works so well for this. And then it's just the final chorus. The only difference really is I have some ad-libs in here, like...
go crazy.
No
Only
doubt.
one of us can come out safely. And I'm shining like diamonds, baby.
Yeah, that's my voice going, and I'm shining like diamonds, baby. And also, Maguire had extra ad-lib vocals, like the higher pitched stuff.
It's my line. Look at yourself, man, I'm way too fine.
I'm way too fire! That bit and stuff like that adds extra oomph to the final chorus. And there we go. That's the Josuke song. I hope you guys like it. I hope you do. I'm really proud of it. I don't know how well it's going to do because my JoJo rap... Here's the thing about my JoJo raps is they don't actually tend to do that well. My Dio rap did, but the other ones not so well at the time, but they've done a lot better later on. Like, I don't think my core audience are that, like, JoJo fans, but they tend to do better later on. I said I would do a Giorno rap from part 5 if my Josuke rap does well. So if you are a JoJo fan, please share around my Josuke rap. It's not going to do that well straight away. I actually think it's currently 10 out of 10. I think it's actually doing very badly right now. But I hope it does better in the future. And because the JoJo raps are a lot of fun to make. All the JoJo characters have this like vibe to them that make them really fun to rap about. And the way that the shows are structured makes it really fun to write bars about the characters in the shows and the all the stands and stuff and the different abilities. It's very fun. And I would love to make a Giorno rap. But that's up to you guys to decide if you want to see it. Anyway, yeah, that's my Josuke rap. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little breakdown of my Josuke track. I hope it wasn't too scatterbrained. I know I'm not very eloquent with the way that I speak, and sometimes I pause and and ah and can't quite get the right thoughts out of my head. But hopefully you still enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously, you're incredible for watching this. And incredible for watching the song. Thank you so much, and crew dismissed. Crew dismissed. Crew dismissed.